What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the BookMine Academy. In this video, we're going to be talking about all those little features on the Keepa graph that you actually don't need. They're going to make looking for books actually just more difficult. So what's going on, Victor? How you doing, man?
What's up, Joji? Yeah, there's tons of things on Keepa. If you just clicked on everything, it could overwhelm you. The amount of data that you could find on Keepa sometimes is not worth the value. So
absolutely. So let's get right into BookMine. Here we are over on the BookMine dashboard, and yeah, let's just go ahead and click up, open any book here. So we got a book called Once an Eagle, a novel. We'll just go ahead and click the Keepa link here, and let's just see what we have on the Keepa chart. So this is actually what I've defaulted. By default, I just mean these are the settings for every Keepa graph. Whenever I open one, this is what I'll see: sales rank, Amazon, the third-party new price, the buy box use price, the use price, the collectible price, the new, used, and collectible off account. And actually, sometimes I have ratings and reviews, but not all the time. So, I mean, just from first glance, Victor, from the things that I kind of have as my default, are those things that you also kind of have? I mean, are those similar?
I mean, these are definitely the ones I have. Well, very close to it. The sales rank, definitely. Amazon, new. The used buy box is critical. The used price, I mean, that's probably number one. I don't have collectible, so I uncheck that. But that doesn't necessarily mean there's something wrong with it. It is a good indicator. And then I do have on the bottom there the new offer count and the used offer count, but also I don't have the collectible offer count. So I kind of not see the collectible when I'm looking. Because again, as you go look at our other videos, we talked about collectible being like a subpar listing. So in my eyes, they don't play with us. They don't play in the same playground as us. They're in the side playground.
Yeah, very cool. Now, let's talk about some of these other features that you don't need. Essentially, what we're saying is anything that is not checkmarked here is really not going to be too much of a value add, and it's definitely going to bog you down. Let me just give you one example, guys. Let's say I add this, and this. Victor, has this become easier to read or more difficult to read?
I don't even know what I'm reading. I couldn't even keep a straight face.
Oh, let me add a couple more.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
I think you lost it. Yeah. Like the most important part here is the used black line, right? Now you can't even see it anymore. You lost the value in Keepa. Now you're just looking at dots. But yeah, the used price is definitely number one. You know, anything besides that, the buy box used, pretty cool, but you don't need all those extra things turned on.
Yeah, you don't need to know what the used new price has been over the last year. Why would you need to know that? I mean, you just want to know what the value, like, for example, if we take a look at, let's just get rid of everything except for those two metrics: the used price, the used new price. Let's even hide this bottom graph here, Victor. You're seeing two data points, right? So you're seeing the used price, the lowest used price, and the used new price. So the used new price since July was $86 the whole year, right?
Yeah.
The lowest used price is like between $15 and $20, right? So is someone really going to be paying $60 more for that used new price?
Oh no, they're not. Yeah,
They're not.
And that's why there's no value really in adding these extra features to Keepa. Like you really just need to look at the lowest used price.
Yeah, that's all you really need. So don't overcomplicate it. Like I said, you don't even necessarily need the collectible offer count or the collectible one. You can even make it as simple as you want. And in reality, the simpler you make it, the better it is, right? So I would say this is probably a great setup for you to go with. It's going to make sure that you're going to see all the important things with the change in offer count, the change in prices, whether or not the book is selling, whether or not Amazon's selling the book, whether or not there's a new third-party seller. And I'm not sure if we ever mentioned this. I think we probably did. But what happens, Victor, if let's say Amazon doesn't show up on this graph, but it shows up on the other graph? Like let's say it just goes buy box and then Amazon's not there, but it says buy box and it goes, or let's say it goes buy box, Amazon, no new, and it just goes to buy box used. What would that mean?
That there's no options of any sellers being on that listing throughout that book's history that has ever shown up. So that if Amazon's not there at all, that means Amazon was never on this listing for the entire life of that book. So apparently this says Amazon has been on listing, but I'm looking at the last year. I don't see Amazon being on the listing. So what does that mean? More than likely it's been, right? You're going to have to go and click all the days before. There's had to be some random day after 4,000 days it's been that it showed up.
All right. And exactly. I think it's right there. Let's go zoom in on it. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Yeah. A whole 2 days Amazon's on the listing, but they factually have been on the listing, which is why that's available. But you'll come across some books where you might not see the Amazon or maybe even the new because of the fact that there's just no recorded history of it. So this last thing there, hope you guys found this valuable. Anything else you want to add before we head off here, Victor?
No, I think we covered it. A lot of these other options can confuse you more than help you. So I think what we have here is a great setup. Just kind of copy that when you're first starting out, copy those, and you'll be good to go.
Sounds good, Victor, and we'll see you on the next video.
All right. Thanks.